let's be real. The world of crypto can feel like absolute chaos, right? There's hype, there's noise, and literally thousands of coins to choose from. But what if I told you there's a simple framework to cut through all that and find some clarity? Well, that's exactly what we're going to build together over the next few minutes.
Does this feel familiar at all? You hear about some hot new coin, the hype is just everywhere, but you have absolutely no idea where to even begin your research. You're basically flying blind, and that is a super risky way to navigate any market, but especially this one.
And the sheer scale of this challenge, it's just massive. We're talking about more than 10,000 different cryptocurrencies out there. Trying to pick a winner without any solid data is, well, it's less like investing and pretty much just playing the lottery.
But what if you had a compass? You know, a powerful and totally free tool that could help you navigate this huge digital landscape. So let's talk about what that is.
Okay, so that compass, it's a website called COINMARKETCAP. Basically, it's the world's #1 hub for crypto data. It pulls together all the essential info on thousands of different assets, all in one place, which makes it the perfect starting point for any research.
I absolutely love this analogy. Just think of it as the Google of crypto. It just nails the purpose of this tool. Seriously, before you even think about putting a single dollar into a coin, this is where your search should always begin.
Okay, so you've got the tool. But when you land on the page, a screen full of numbers can be a lot. But here's the secret. You don't need to learn everything. The real skill is knowing what to ignore. So let's focus on just 3 vital signs that tell you most of what you really need to know.
First up, we've got market cap. This is the big one. Now, this isn't about how much one coin costs. It's about the total value of the entire project. Generally speaking, a higher market cap suggests a bigger, more established, and usually more stable asset.
Next up is volume. Think of this as the project's pulse. How much money is actually trading hands every single day? High volume is a good sign. It means there's a healthy, active market where you can get in or out easily. Low volume? That could be a huge red flag.
And finally, circulating supply. This one's pretty straightforward. It's just the number of coins that are actually out there, available on the market. And it's the last piece of the puzzle. You take this number, multiply it by the price, and boom, you get that market cap we were just talking about.
All right, so let's make this real with a couple of big names you already know. Look at the huge market cap for Bitcoin, right? It's massive, even though its circulating supply is way lower than Ethereum's. See? This is the kind of perspective that helps you size up any other coin you're looking at.
So knowing what these numbers mean is great, but how do we actually use them? We need a system, a repeatable research ritual that separates smart decisions from just guessing. And luckily, it all boils down to a super simple 3-step process. And here it is. This is it, your new go-to checklist for literally any crypto asset you're thinking about. First, you check the vitals, the stuff we just covered. Second, you vet the project itself. And third, you follow the money. We've covered the vitals, so let's really dig into those last 2 steps.
Step 2 is all about vetting the project. And this means you have to go beyond the numbers. CoinMarketCap is your launchpad here. It gives you all the links you need to investigate the substance behind the stats and figure out the most important question. Is this a real, legitimate project, or is it just a bunch of hype?
And here's where you're going to look. Does the website look professional? Does the white paper actually make sense and explain what problem it's solving? And maybe most importantly, is anyone actually working on this thing? A quick look at the project's GitHub page will tell you if developers are actively writing code. An inactive GitHub is a massive warning sign.
What's crucial here is knowing what to look for. You're basically a detective. Are you seeing green flags, like an active project and a real team that isn't afraid to show their faces? Or are you seeing a sea of red flags, like a team hiding in the shadows and a bunch of vague promises? Spotting that difference can save you from a lot of bad moves.
And finally, step 3, follow the money. This one's a big deal. A legit project is going to be listed on major, reputable exchanges. You know, the big names like Coinbase or Binance. On CoinMarketCap, you just click the Markets tab to see this. If a coin is only available on some shady, obscure exchange you've never heard of, you really have to stop and ask yourself, why?
So, there you have it. You've now got a compass and a map. It's a full toolkit to stop being a passive observer and become an active investigator. Now all that's left is to actually use it.
And look, if you take away just one thing from all this, let it be this. This whole process isn't about trying to find the next coin that's going to go to the moon overnight. No.
It's about building a defense. It's a process that protects you from hype, helps you filter out the scams, and lets you invest with confidence because you've actually done the work.
So really, there's only one question left. You've gone from flying totally blind to having a full data compass. So what's the very first coin you're going to investigate with your new toolkit?